Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing a top 5 video, and for today's top 5 video I'm going to be doing on top 5 favourite iPad apps because I've had my iPad now for about a month or so. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So coming in at number 5 is an app called TinyScan. Now if you say have a large A3 piece of paper that you want to scan, but obviously you don't have an A3 scanner at home to hand, and you're kind of like, well, I really need to scan this stuff in and it needs to be really important, then TinyScan basically eliminates that whole I don't have a large scanner. So basically what you can do, I'll show you an example of what you can do. So say for example you want to scan a invoice in that you have to send to someone because you don't have a scanner to hand. Then TinyScan basically allows you to take a picture of the image that you want, and then it compresses it and it makes it into a photocopy sort of style image. It's really simple. You can get it for free. There is a light version on the App Store, and it's for iPad and iPhone. And basically you can also get it, you can get the Pro version, which basically lets you save it onto your Dropbox and just gives you a little bit more of freedom in terms of like what you can do with the app. It says on the screen here that it's £3.99 for the full version. They call it the Pro version, but it's definitely worth getting because it does eliminate the whole annoyingness of like, I want to scan something but I don't have a scanner and I'm not going to go out and buy it because I don't scan a lot. Then it is really simple. It does come out really top quality. I do recommend it, and even the light version does exactly what you want it to do. I would probably recommend the light version if you're not going to use it that much, but I would recommend the Pro version if you're going to use it quite a lot. My mum uses it for work. I just found it on the App Store really, and then she fell in love with it, and then I found it quite useful actually, because I have a lot of work that's A3 size that I don't have an A3 scanner at hand all the time, and it's actually a lot quicker to do as well. So that is coming in at number 5. So coming in at number 4 is a game, which is available on the App Store, but I think it's only an iPad game, but it's just so much fun. It's so ridiculous, and it's called Dismount. Now you probably, if you like to watch YouTube videos, you've probably seen a lot of gamers and stuff like that play this game, but it is just totally nonsense, and basically you play as a little, you know that those mannequin dolls that you can like practice drawing from, like when you move them you can practice how the movement looks and stuff, and basically you play as that, and there's lots of different obstacles, there's lots of different courses that you can do. That you can then play with 3 different vehicles. You can change the person's position. It's just really funny, and it makes for a couple of lulls and stuff like that. And I do enjoy playing this game when I'm like not doing anything interesting, maybe like on the train journey. It kind of cures the whole boredom aspect because you can just go on for hours and hours, and I don't think you actually need the internet for this game, so that's one of those things that I find is quite good. So it is a good car journey game. It eliminates the whole shit, can't play it because there's no internet on the car and that kind of stuff, but I think it's the most hilarious game out there at the moment. And if you're looking for something that doesn't really require that much knowledge and you don't want to use too much brain power when you're playing the game, then this is the app for you. I will leave, of course, the link for everything that I mentioned today in the Todar, so you can download it straight after you watch this video. So that is number 4. So coming in at number 3 is the Behance Portfolio app. Now, this applies more to creatives that are watching this. Let's say you are a graphic designer, or you have some photography that you want to show off, or you're a package designer and you want to show off your skills. Then Behance Portfolio is a great app. Now, this is great for those primarily for people that already have the Behance Portfolio online account. So I have an online portfolio on Behance for me and my creative partner, and I also have a solo one as well, which I don't really use very often. But basically, it's really good because let's say you're in an interview and you want to take this rather than taking your massive A3 portfolio. So you think, oh, is it a bit cheeky to ask for the internet whilst I'm there? Maybe it is. So this is an app that runs totally off the internet, so you can show your portfolio. It looks fantastic. I will show you exactly how it looks. And it just shows your existing portfolio from your Behance account. And what I think is really great is that because of this, you don't actually have to load everything all over again, because I think some people just don't. I understand it takes too much time. You've already spent time putting this online and it will just show it in a really pretty format. So let me just show you one of my pieces of work. So let's say I'll show you Suzuki. It comes up beautifully. It comes up exactly how I wanted to show it, and I can do it landscape. And what's great is and then along the side I can view my other pieces from my portfolio. So then I can just tap on the image and it enlarges it, and then I can tap on it and then it will go back to the brief page. So it's really good, and I think if you are a creative individual and you know that you're going to go to a lot of meetings and stuff, but you're kind of getting a bit bored, and a lot of people might be asking you to bring a digital portfolio rather than you bringing in a massive chunky A3 portfolio. I had to see that happen a couple of times. I've had a sort of mixed bag of reviews in terms of what you can bring to an interview. So it just make life a little bit more easier, and the fact that it runs off the internet is fantastic, and I do recommend it as a way to show off your work without the need to pinch the Wi-Fi at the office. So that is what is coming in at number 3. So coming in at number 2 is Todolist. This is an app that I mentioned on my blogger, so if you want to read that, then I will leave a link to that in the Todolist so you can check it out after you watch this video. But basically, Todolist is something that's really good for busy folk like me. Now I've started a placement, I find myself kind of given lots of tasks during the day, but I find it hard to kind of like categorize it maybe, and I find it if I write it on a piece of paper, it doesn't really make me want to do the work as quickly as possible. So Todolist basically is a to-do list app, and it runs off of, you can connect it through your Google account rather than setting up a new account. So I've logged in on my to-do list with my Google account, and then you can have it on your laptop. You can get it on the Mac App Store. You can get it on the iPad. You can get it also as a Google Chrome extension. You can get it on multiple devices. Read the blog post and it will make more sense to you. But this does really make sense to me, and do you know what? It actually does help me to kind of get my tasks done. Before I was on placement, I used to use this as a way to kind of like make sure I was doing lots of stuff during the day, but now it does actually help me. I did use it on yesterday for work, and I did find myself actually finishing the task a lot better than I did before, which was really good. And you can categorise these sort of tasks under personal, work, errands, shopping, movies to watch, and you can also add another project. Let's say it's goals for your month or something like that. Something that you want to do by the end of the month. Maybe you want to take more photographs, you want to do this, you want to do that. It will come up, and it's so simple to use. I like it because you can switch on notifications, and it will come down with and it will also give you emails as to how you're progressing, how your karma is progressing. Don't ask, I don't really use that indicator that much, but it's good to sort of get yourself really organised if you find yourself that you're a really busy person and you just don't understand how you can kind of get things kind of correctly done. It's great because if you own multiple devices, which most people do, it does eliminate the whole kind of like, oh, am I finishing the tasks? I'm sure there was something else that I should have done this morning. So you can always bring it into a meeting, tap, 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 and then there you go. You've got your list for the rest of the day, and you are more efficient than you were way before you got this app. I'm like selling this app so well. So coming in at number 1 is a massive cool drumroll, please. I'm going to insert drumroll here. Blog Lovin. Now, very recently, because I've started placement, I have wanted to discover a way to kind of like cure my train boredom. Sometimes I don't always pick up the newspaper, so I quite fancy reading on the way to work rather than just kind of scrolling through Twitter, because it's quite boring at times. And once I've tweeted, I've kind of like looked at my feed. There isn't much to look at, so I have a blog, Lovin, which I will leave in the Todolist so you guys can check it out, check it out. I won't be posting as often on Blogger / blog Lovin because I now am on placement, so I have less time to blog, but I will make sure that I will be blogging as much as I can during the month. But anyway, let's talk about the app, not my blogger. Blog Lovin is basically a great tool on the website, as it basically, you can add your blogger account and you can basically see who's reading, and it's a better way to kind of like read other people's blogs and stuff. It's such a good way to kind of like see your top favourite blogs to read and stuff. So I don't really tend to, before I got this app, I didn't really tend to read a lot of my people that I followed, or the people that I followed on Blogger, because I would only go on Blogger when I was actually uploading stuff. So Blog Lovin does make kind of life a little bit easier. The iPad app is actually really good, and let's say for example I go on Anna in Wonderland. She's one of the blogs that I follow and she's really good. It just looks really clear, and it does look really good. Rather than going on the Blog Lovin website and logging in, it's just kind of really clear. So say for example, like the Behance Portfolio app, let's say for example I like to have a look at this image, tap on it, I can see the image a bit clearer, I can tap off of it and I can carry on reading. It's just a really simple app, and I like it because it means that I can read it a bit more blown up than how I would, and it's kind of similar to the size of my laptop, not as big obviously, but it's better than reading it on my minuscule iPhone 4S, because I kind of don't like, I have the app on my iPhone obviously, but it's kind of small and I prefer to read it a bit more broader, and then it's easier to read and it's just nice, and the images look better on there as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend it because it's such a good app to have, and I think if you're not someone who wants to always read the newspaper and get your hands grubby with like all the ink on your fingers, then why not just kind of look at your feed? And I am actually trying to find some new blogs to read, so this is the chance for you guys to leave the links to your bloggers / blog Lovins down below in the comments, because I love to scroll through them and obviously add you guys on Blog Lovin so I have some more stuff to read on my commute into work. If you guys feel very kind and thoughtful, then why not give my blogger / blog Lovin a little look and read. I will be trying to post at least twice a month now. I have to reduce the scheduling because I just don't have as much time to write as often, but I will have a new blog post out at the same time that this video will be out, so go check that out. So I guess I've rambled on for long enough now, so don't forget to like this video, put it in your favourites, and if you're new to my channel and you like what you've just seen, then hit that red subscribe button down below to be told when I make videos, because I make videos every Sunday, and I guess all I've left to say is a very happy techie over and out. Sayonara!